Hello and welcome to Mashable's Air Friday. I am culture reporter Tim Marson, and on Air Friday we air fry just about anything and everything in the name of deliciousness. This week we are air frying smashed Brussels sprouts. So this recipe, like a lot of our recipes on Air Friday, comes from nowhere else but TikTok, where the air fryer is king. And it comes from Jackie Hartlaub, AKA Low Carb State of Mind, who is a very, very popular TikTok creator and air fryer. So we're making smashed Brussels sprouts kind of in the style of a smashed small potato. You've probably seen that recipe where you boil a small potato, you take it, you smash it down with something heavy, and then you fry it till it's real crisp. We're gonna do that with Brussels sprouts today in the air fryer. Now I've already started prepping a little bit of the recipe, but what Jackie says to do is you cut the ends off of Brussels sprouts, like so, and then take off the outer leaves. I've got a few more here to do just to kind of demonstrate for you at home. So that's all you do is just quick chop right off. Take off the leaves that are probably gonna fall off in the air fryer because you want it to be one intact piece, and you're prepped. Obviously, wash your Brussels sprouts before you do this. And it's pretty easy. Just chop the end off, take off those leaves, put them in a bowl. So the next step after that is real easy. You're gonna take this bowl, a microwave safe bowl of Brussels sprouts, put a little bit of water in it, cover it, and microwave for 4 minutes. That's according to Jackie. That'll get them nice and soft so then you can smash them and toss them in the air fryer. Our Brussels sprouts have had 4 minutes in the microwave, steaming with water and then a plate on top. They were very hot coming out. I'm a little skeptical to see if they'll smash after just 4 minutes in the microwave, but let's try. Also, the Mashable office now has a nice steamed Brussels sprout smell to it, which I'm sure my coworkers love. So the way Jackie did it in her TikTok was you take the bowl that you steam them in, you put it down, you give it a nice hard press, and color me surprised, that worked perfectly. So you've got a nice little disc that will air fry up really nicey and really crispy. I have my Brussels sprouts all smashed. They're a little bit soggy from their microwave adventure, so I'm gonna take some paper towels and just kind of dry them off. The less moisture you have, the better chance that you're gonna have a crispy end product, which is what we're going for here. We're gonna load them up, spray them with some nonstick, and put a little bit of oil on them. And she just used garlic salt, which is one of my favorites too. We're gonna let that go for about 10 minutes and then crank the heat up to get them really crispy at the end, but we'll get to that. So, we got a preheated air fryer. We're gonna load them up like so. So we got all that loaded up nicely. I'm gonna give it a good spray. Take some garlic salt, load it up. And now we're gonna do a quick flip, get both sides, spray. We're gonna do a little bit of oil. And garlic salt. We're gonna load that up, we're gonna let it go for 10 minutes. Probably flip about halfway through, and then get them nice and crispy at the end. And we're off. So it's now time to flip. A key point that I might have messed up earlier, reading comprehension is key, folks. It's 10 minutes per side, and then you crank the heat up at the end. So you gotta let the one side go for 10 minutes, flip it, give it another 10 to 11 minutes, just keep an eye on it at 275, and then we're gonna crank it up to 350 to get it really crisp at the end. This one side's been going for about 10 minutes. So you can see they're starting to cook, but we're just gonna flip them so the non-end side is up now. It is a little tough to make sure you keep all of the Brussels sprouts together. So again, try to be gentle. If you look here, if you see this one, the camera's getting that. It kind of came apart because I was an idiot and flipped it too hard. So try to be gentle. Once it gets nice and crisp, it's gonna stay together better. So we're gonna give it 10 minutes on this side at 275. I'm gonna put it to 11 just so We have a little bit of extra time if we need it. Once that's done, we're gonna crank the heat up for 10 minutes to get it nice and crisp. So the Brussels sprouts have been going at 275 for about 20 minutes, 10 minutes on each side now. I'm gonna pull them out, take a quick look, and then we're just gonna crank the heat up. Jackie's recipe said to crank it up to 350, but honestly, you're just roasting vegetables. You can't really go wrong. Crank it up as high as you want. Just keep an eye on them. Once they're nice and super crisp, they're gonna be done. So first things first, I'm gonna take a look at it. So you can see they're starting to get crisp. Starting to look pretty good. So I'm gonna put them back in. I'm not really gonna disturb them. I'm gonna leave them like that. We're gonna put them back in. I'm gonna turn the heat way up. Let's do 360. And we're gonna do a time of 10 more minutes. So the Brussels sprouts have been going for another 10 minutes. Hopefully now we have perfectly done, flattened, smushed Brussels sprouts. So let's see. I'm gonna take it out here. I gotta say, that looks pretty much exactly like the TikTok that it came from. Nice and crispy. I'm just gonna take, now let's just dump them. I'm gonna dump them out. It looks pretty good. Now, granted, these are gonna be very hot, but in the name of science, I'm gonna try one for you now. So the outside feels pretty crisp. If you look here, nice and crisp on the outside. The inside feels like it's well done and soft. Really good. I mean, the outside is crisp. The inside, you're still kind of getting that steamed Brussels sprout taste because that's how you cooked it through at the beginning. That's not as pleasant as a Brussels sprout that you're just roasting the whole time, but the nice flat texture, the nice flat shape means you get nice texture all around and really, really crispy outside. So it's a very good recipe. I'll probably make this again. Real tasty.